Oh, am I live? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. I know it's Sunday night, so I'm gonna just try to make this quick. But tonight, I just wanted to give you guys some tips on selling. Most people just don't quite understand, how to sell. Most people, you don't realize it, but you're actually a salesperson. Regardless if you want to admit it or not, you are a salesperson. And, your kids are salespeople, Your kids try to sell you on things a lot of times, because they've learned what they can get away with and what they can't get away with. So that's the way I look at it. But, so I'm going to just throw down some selling tips real quick. Most people think that they have to trick or deceive others to sell something, which, hey, Jonathan, which you do not have to trick or deceive people to sell. All you have to do is learn to understand people. Once you learn to understand people, how they think, how they act, why they do what they do, then you'll be able to sell anything. It doesn't matter what it is. And see, that's what most people are focused on. They may be in one business opportunity, and so they're just straight focused on that, but you have to get outside of that, that one focus, because if you're trying to sell something, then you need to research marketing. You need to research how to sell. So that's the reason why I'm giving these tips today, because you have to learn to understand people. That's tip number one. And once you do that, you start seeing some results. And then tip number two is take interest in that person. Don't try to sell that person. Take interest in them. Make it about them. Don't make it about you making a sale, you trying to make $1 off of them, because they'll spot it right away. So stop trying to sell to people and actually take interest in them, And so if you understand that part, I'm going to go in a little bit more detail about that. But, in tip number 3, you never launch your pitch, as soon as you meet somebody. You never do that. You don't want to do that, because it's an instant turnoff to people. Imagine walking into a car dealership, and as soon as you're on the lot, that car salesman is like, all up in your face trying to sell you something. Personally, I don't like that. So, just give me my space. So, and that's what you have to think about. If you come in contact with somebody and you just immediately, throw a sales pitch at them, it's an instant turnoff. You guys got to get to know people, and that's the reason why I say people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And once you really start understanding that, you'll start seeing some changes. So, and when I say you learn to understand people, you want to find out what's important to them. I hope you guys are taking notes, because, this is important. If you're struggling, this is important. I'm telling you. But you want to, find out what is important to them. What do they need? What is the most important thing that they're concerned with? Start asking these questions. Start finding these things out from people. Everybody's going to be different. What are they trying to accomplish, if they make this purchase? What makes them feel good? Get to know people, guys. Learn them. And if you learn them, you'll understand the reactions that they have, or lack of reaction. Understand people. And, the customer, they really, to be honest, they don't care about you or your product. The most important thing to them is their family, themselves. What if their problem can be solved? That's what's most important to them. They don't care about you and how good your offer is. They don't. So stop trying to sell to people. Get to know them, learn them. I'm telling you guys, it works. I'm giving you guys tips that works. You paying attention, Mike? Okay, all right, good. But I'm telling you things that work. Things that have worked for me. Things that have worked for a lot of successful people. And once you really start to understand these things and start applying them, guys, I'm telling you, sales will come in. People will start buying from you. But that's the reason you have to build relationships with people. I mean, building a relationship is important. And the way you build a relationship, you ask questions. Ask them questions. Simple as that. You get to learn a lot about people if you just ask questions. People like to talk about themselves. So if you ask questions, you'll find out a lot about people. And, you'll find out their problem and the solution that they're looking for. And maybe your product or service don't have the solution that they're looking for, or maybe you can't solve their problem. Maybe you can recommend somebody else. Don't be afraid to recommend refer them to someone else or another product, what may actually be a solution to their problem, because they will appreciate you. Because it's all about helping people solve their problems. And if you can figure out a way to help people solve their problems, they'll definitely come back to you. Even if they don't buy from this, this particular thing, stop it. Even if they don't buy from this, they will come back to you. And that's what you have to understand. I'm sorry, guys. My dog is getting into things. Stop it. But that's what you have to understand. You have to make the customer first. You have to make them the first priority. Not that you want to make a sale, because they'll spot that immediately and run the other way. So stop, pitching to people. Have a conversation with them. Talk to them like they're your old friend. I'm telling you guys, it works. Because, if you're just trying to make a sale off of somebody, they don't want to do business with you because they know that you are trying to sell them on something. So guys, I'm telling you, learn to understand people, take interest in your customer, and never pitch right out the door. Never throw your sales pitch right out the door, because people will walk away. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these tips. I'm hoping I provided you guys a little bit of value. I'm also hoping that you guys use these and implement them into your business, because it works. I'm telling you, I'm giving you information that works. I've learned this. I've studied successful people. I'm looking at my mentors. It works. So please, guys, stop trying to sell people and start learning people. Then you'll start making some sales. But anyway, like I said, I hope you guys got some value out of this. Go ahead, feel free to like, share, comment. I always love my comments. I love my audience. So definitely, guys. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night and start implementing these tips I'm giving you. And have a good night. All right, guys.